Hey there, thanks for tuning into DuckBricks. I'm Chris, and LEGOLAND Billund is kind of insane. There's a lot of reasons as to why this is probably the wildest LEGOLAND ever, but you know what? I'm gonna let the video do the talking for me. What I will say is that this was my buddy Rob's first time at any LEGOLAND park since he was like 5 years old in LEGOLAND, California, and he was not prepared for what he was about to see, and honestly, neither was I. Let's just jump into the intro as we embark on this crazy adventure through not just LEGOLAND Billund in Denmark, but also LEGOLAND Deutschland in Germany as well. Hey there, thanks for tuning into DuckBricks. I'm Chris, and on our recent trip over to the home of the LEGO Group in Billund, Denmark, my buddy Rob and I got a chance to visit not one, but two LEGOLAND parks in the same trip. Once to LEGOLAND Billund, in the home of the LEGO brick in Billund, Denmark, and the other one to LEGOLAND Germany. Now, LEGOLAND Germany is infamous for its amazing pick-a-brick selection, and I've already put out a separate video on that, but for this video, we are going to be capturing Rob's first time going to LEGOLAND parks in Germany and Billund and take you on a trip to both of these parks so you can live through us and take a look at how LEGOLAND might be different than the ones that you're used to if you're from the US or other parts of Europe or even Asia. They're actually a little bit more unique, especially the older ones here that we got a chance to go to. So I'm very excited to take you on this tour. Thanks for tuning in, and let's jump right into it. So when we woke up bright and early to go to LEGOLAND Billund, we were clearly not prepared for the craziness that was about to hit us, but as you can see, the weather tried to warn us. We received a warning from the primordial forces of nature itself to stay away, but no, we did not heed the warning, and we still went, and, well, let's just see my reaction to that right now as we walk through this vlog video. So it's 9:30 a.m. LEGOLAND opens in 30 minutes, and we have 3 hours to spend there. And the weather looks like this. See, I'm okay with this because I'm used to Seattle. We get rain all the time, but it is very unfortunate that it's been sunny pretty much our entire trip here, and the one day that we actually have allocated to go to LEGOLAND Billund is looking like that. I do not have a jacket with a hood, so I'm just gonna be kind of soaked. We have a lot of tours coming up after this, very exciting, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right, Rob, you excited for your LEGOLAND experience?
Sure. It's pouring rain.
Listen. Look, think of the positives. Oh my God. Oh my God, there will be no lines. I was gonna bike there. I don't think I'm doing that anymore. Let's go. All right, get me under that. Get me under that. Yo, get me under that. All right, let's go. My guy, we are going no matter what. Step around the, oh my God, I'm getting soaked. My guy.
This is my umbrella.
My guy.
2-to-1 ratio.
Bro, we're gonna pull up and they'll be like, LEGOLAND is closed today. What are you guys doing? No, this is the only day we have to go to LEGOLAND, and we are going. We are riding the Ninjago ride. Feels like I'm right back home in Seattle.
Oh yeah.
I, for one, am very excited to ride the outdoor rides, aren't you?
Yes, me too.
Yes. Just a lovely day, and oh my God, my shoes are getting drenched. In Denmark, we love it here. We go to Ninjago. As you can see, Splash Mountain has nothing on LEGOLAND Billund. We hadn't even entered the park yet, and we had already experienced the fun of getting soaked. All right, we have made it to LEGOLAND Billund. I wonder if they're open. I see kids running towards it, so I assume they're open. But hey, oh my goodness, they are open. Yeah, people are lined up, ready to go. Wow. Hey, the dang stopped for nothing.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, let's go. I can't wait to ride the only indoor ride. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright,
We're getting the hell out of here. With the gates open, we rushed to the very first ride we could find that was, well, actually open for the day, and that was Atlantis. All right, first ride of the day, Atlantis. Indoor.
It is indoor.
There's one more indoor ride than the Ninjago ride.
Yes.
This may be the only one, though.
And then we can get food.
Yeah.
And beer.
Dude, I don't think they have beer here. That was only Legoland Germany.
What? Thank you.
Wait, is this not a ride?
Well, man, why not look at the fish?
Wait, I thought this was a ride. The other Legolands like have a submarine that you go in. So as it turned out, this entire ride was actually not really a ride at all. It was basically just a walk-in aquarium, which admittedly was actually pretty cool. Being able to see sculptures of older LEGO themes, especially from Aqua Raiders in 2007, was such a treat, and I actually found it a lot of fun to just tour around. Okay, this is not a ride, but we get to look at some nice fish and check out that LEGO Atlantis set. That's Aqua Raiders 2008. That's pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, good stuff. Get out of the rain. Are you impressed, Robert?
I'm super impressed. This is probably the best aquarium I've ever seen in my life.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Since all of the Legoland Sea Life sections were designed when Aqua Raiders was still a thing, we have these Aqua Raiders undersea divers in a red color scheme for whatever reason, even though they had more of a black and blue color scheme, but maybe that was like a prototype color, or they wanted to set it apart for sea life. Pretty much across all the Legolands in the world you can see stuff like this. Most of them actually do have submarine rides. This one was just a walk-through aquarium, but it was still nice to even see some Halloween decorations placed in the tanks themselves, like the pumpkins, the gravestones, and the skeletons, because we actually got a chance to go during October. And I even got to recreate one of the first photos I ever took as a kid at Legoland, peeking through the mouth of this very same shark. I think I took my first photo of that like back in 2006, so it was kind of cool to have things come full circle. Yo, private tour of Legoland? Look, yo, it's all to ourselves? All right. Oh, what are those people doing there? Get out of here. This is our private tour. What are you doing? All right, Ninjago better be open.
They better have those chicken skewers.
Chicken skewers? Of course, soon enough, Rob and I made our way over to the Motherland, aka the world of LEGO Ninjago, where thankfully, this ride was fully functioning and Rob was about to experience the mystery, the magic, the excitement of Ninjago for the first time. Ever since it first opened in Legoland, California, all the way back around 2016, the Ninjago ride has been one of my favorites in pretty much every Legoland park, and I'm consistently impressed with the technology they implemented to pull it off. Implementing a shooter style of design by just waving your hands in the air, firing off elemental powers. It's a really fun ride, and it definitely does Ninjago a lot of justice. Let's check out the ride right now. Yo. All right, destroying Robert currently. All right, let's go. Get him. Kill him. As usual, despite actually being the cinematographer and filmer of us during the ride itself, I absolutely demolished our boy Rob like we usually do in every game. There you can see me capturing footage for DuckBricks right then and there, and it was also really cool to see a giant Dragon's Rising cardboard cutout as well. Bruh, I waited an hour for this ride in 2018 when it opened. Alright, let's go.
Oh my God.
I bet we could speedrun every ride. We picked the best day to come. Are you ready, Rob?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I love roller coasters.
We're gonna do everything. Hee, funny beaver. After speedrunning through the Flying Eagle ride, which is actually a really fun roller coaster, we went to what may be the most cursed ride in all of Legoland, the Pirates ride. Now there's a couple things to note as we get into this pirate ride. Simply titled Pirate Boat Rides, this is a ride that opened shortly after the Legoland Park itself opened, on June 7th, 1968. Obviously, 1968 was a bit of a different time, so there's a couple of items in here that are maybe a little questionable that you wouldn't see LEGO introduce in a ride today, but it made the ride all the more entertaining because this is an absolutely wild experience from start to finish. It's basically Pirates of the Caribbean if Disney didn't update it and kept in the scene where they're auctioning off women. Let's check it out.
Hey, that's a crocodile. We built.
Oh yeah, we built that for Lego Masters training. Hey Rob, was your crocodile as good as that one? Better. Probably better, yeah. Alright, we have our friend aboard. Pirate ride. You know, this feels like Pirates of the Caribbean, just a little less budget. Hey, look, it's Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp. Hey, yo, Rob, I could go for some of that rum right now.
I can go for some rum too.
Yo, Lego, let us out. You see, the ride started off fairly simple and innocent. You have these different animals just peeking up above the water, but then we started to enter the darkness. I was like,
Bro, that gave me a heart attack.
Why is it so dark, bro? Bro, I feel like I'm gonna get jump scared.
She kind of sweet.
Dude, this is kind of scary. Why do you look like that?
Are you gonna get on board?
You know what? He's holding his a shank.
Oh my god.
Bro, why is this so scary? Bro, it's actually like high-key ominous. There's like stalactites dripping. Oh my god, it's so dark. Bro, this is like the scariest ride I've been on. Bro, why is it pitch black? My guy. This is like...
Circle of hell.
What is this, like, gluttony and lust as the sins? Like the 7 deadly sins? The chicken is about to die. Ayo, come on board.
Yo, what the? Ayo.
Alright, finally, an end to the hell. Get us out of here. There's just like empty brine, it's like pitch black. Alcohol. Why did we stop? Bro, that was terrifying.
That was like...
After the soul-crushingly terrifying experience of the Pirates Dark Ride, we were greeted by this wonderful sight as we exited the cave. I don't know if I'm gonna ride that one again, to be completely honest. It was legitimately pitch black in there, filled with haunting sounds. We got out of that boat as fast as we could. Like, if there was one theme park ride that gets haunted and the animatronics, like, chase you down after dark, it's definitely that ride. But of course, we then had to head to the Dragon roller coaster, a classic staple of pretty much every single Legoland park around the world, where thankfully, at least for this one, we wouldn't be jump scared by terrifying pirates. Hopefully. One funny thing I had to point out is that you can still see a LEGO Knights Kingdom 2 banner from 2006 or 2007 hanging in the ride operator area, which is a really nice Easter egg. Yo, Johnny Thunder, Dr. Kilroy, alright, let's go to Adventureland. Whoa! Yo, I almost died. If not the pirates, then the rain. This park was determined to kill me. Moving onwards though, we got a chance to ride the Test Track roller coaster, which was really fun, and really cool to be able to see some of the older LEGO Racers models still present, being advertised at the Test Track car ride. Are you gonna get a duck?
I feel like I can embarrass myself.
No, get the duck, but come on!
Maybe later.
Alright. Oh, the temple's closed, that's so sad. The best ride in the park, 5-minute wait. We picked the right day to go, and when I say we picked, we had no choice, and initially we were unhappy, but now, I can see Lego cooked. We have no weight on anything. The Arctic roller coaster is actually a really fun ride. I love roller coasters, and it's probably the second best roller coaster in any Legoland park. The best goes to a roller coaster you're about to see later in this video in Legoland Germany, but it's legitimately so fun. There's a drop, like you actually just vertically drop downwards. It's a really good ride. I'd recommend you should check it out. All right, we just rode that, what, 3 times?
3 times.
Best ride in the park?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the most intense. The most intense was the Lego movie one, but this one was more fun, I would say. Yeah.
There's a
Solid.
surprise.
There's a bit of a surprise. You'll have to ride it to find out. All right, next up, Lego Movie World. One of the more recent additions. This was before Lego lost the license, so this is one of the only parks that has this. And you know they're not paying to change it, so this will be here for years and years. Oh, that was... This right here might be one of the most extreme rides in any Legoland park. You can spin fully 360 degrees while rotating all the way up and down. It is legitimately a really fun time, and honestly, I was feeling a little nauseous afterwards, but it was worth it because that is actually a really good ride. Now there's actually one other Lego Movie ride as well, and that one is kind of more of a flying theater style ride, which is a pretty standard fare ride for that sort of a thing. All right, this classic Legoland ride based on Lego Adventures, one of my favorite themes. The temple has just opened, so we are, okay, this way. So we are gonna go in and find out what it's all about. All right, we got Johnny Thunder, we got Dr. Kilroy. All right, who else do we have? Pippin Reed over there. Sam Sinister, of course, lurking in the back. Oh, good to see that classic adventurous car, even though it is a little beat up nowadays. Look at that. Oh, so good. That palm tree. This just screams classic Lego, and I love this place so much. Okay, let's go inside. This was legitimately one of my favorite rides as a kid going to Legoland, California. It's probably why I got so into Lego Adventures despite it being a little before my time. Let's check it out. Harry Potter Basilisk, nice. Oh, just demolishing Robert. I don't even have to try. I'm just filming at this point.
I don't even know what I'm
so easy. Oh. From the Adventures ride, honestly, we were maybe a little righted out at that point. The actual Wave Rider ride, also themed around the Adventures, was closed, but we did it in Legoland Germany, so it wasn't a big deal. And for whatever reason, I cannot fathom why. Robert was unwilling to go on the river rafting ride themed around Lego Vikings from 2006. I cannot imagine why he would not want to get more wet. In fact, my argument was that, hey, we're already very drenched, so why not just get even more soaked? But you know what? Saner minds prevailed, so we did not go on there. But as we were exiting through the Pirate Land, we stumbled upon a rather interesting sight. After being greeted by that terrifying sight, which, may I add, Chewbacca at Disney Springs has nothing on this guy, we got a chance to go to Ghost the Haunted House, the Lego Monster Fighters themed ride around the theme Monster Fighters in 2012, which was pretty cool to see a real-life recreation of the Lego Monster Fighters Haunted House D2C set, which is one of the best spooky-themed Lego sets ever made. Oh man, it is starting to rain. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh my goodness. Yo. These ghosts are like light activated, so you shine the flashlight. You have to shine them at the little ghosts. So you like that little one. Whoa.
Was habt ihr vor? Wollt ihr, dass der Wissenschaftler euch mit?
Somehow the haunted house ride was not as scary as the pirate ride. Maybe because it wasn't made in like the 1960s and featured actually threatening pirates trying to stab you, but you know what? I'll take it. It was also really cool to see all sorts of dead LEGO themed references in there, like the Galaxy Squad robot head. I just noticed this Galaxy Squad robot head there. Oh my goodness, this is really the graveyard of dead themes. Alright, Rob, you ready? We are strapped in. After enjoying the drop tower ride inside Ghost the Haunted House, it was finally time to eat. And yes, those are Lego-shaped fries, and yes, it does make them taste better. Change my mind. Any food shaped like Lego automatically tastes a ton better than the standard regular variant of the food. Alright, Rob, how's the food? How's the food?
Pretty good.
Okay, alright, let's see it. But alas, our time in Legoland Billund was coming to an end. We only had a few hours there after all before being rushed off to our next activity, but it genuinely was a really fun time. Aside from that pirate ride, I don't know what they were cooking with that one, and thankfully we got a chance to even go back with our other LEGO YouTuber friends a different day when it was a lot sunnier as well, so honestly we probably should have just gone that day. It was really cool though to go around Miniland, a staple of pretty much every Legoland out there, and see the Lego house, which was one of the big attractions that we went to on a nearly daily basis during the 2 weeks we spent in Billund. Okay, it's too cold, let's go!
Oh, that's a Florida airport. Hey, it's a plane!
Hey, big plane, big plane! Alright, we can't post this footage for a while. But as I mentioned, Legoland Billund was not the only Legoland we went to on this trip, because we had literally one day to go to Legoland Germany. And may I add that the schedule that we planned to go to Legoland Germany was executed flawlessly. Okay, so we are at Weile Station, which is about 30 minutes from Billund, and we have, how long is our journey ahead?
15 to 16 hours.
15 to 16 hours of trains, I think 5 stops, going to Legoland Germany for a couple of reasons. One, because Robert has never been to Legoland, right?
I've been to Legoland, not Legoland Germany.
Which one have you been to?
The one in California.
Oh, well, like when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Okay, so he hasn't been to a Legoland in a while, but Legoland Germany is infamous for the pick-a-brick, so we're going for that.
Oh yeah.
Now that the news is out, I can officially say that a lot of the reason as to why we were in Denmark was, well, for LEGO Masters related items, and because of that, we had literally one free day. Throughout all 2 weeks we were there, we only had Sunday to be able to go to Legoland Germany, and we were dedicated to go. So here was the plan. Our filming for LEGO Master stuff wrapped up at around 6 p.m. on Saturday. We were gonna hope that if we're very efficient, we could wrap up at closer to 5:45 and get to Weile at 6:15. Then, we take a train from Weile to Flensburg, Flensburg to Neumünster, Neumünster to Hamburg, take a train from Hamburg to Munich, then Munich to Ulm, and finally Ulm to Günzburg, aka the location of Legoland Germany. Throughout all of this, there was little to no waiting time at stations. I think the shortest waiting time was like 4 to 6 minutes, and the longest one was 37 minutes, and that also necessitated that basically we had to be awake all night, except for like a sleeper segment from 10:20 to 6 a.m., so honestly that was enough sleep. We didn't need more sleep than that, but for the most part, that was the crazy experience that we were planning on doing. And may I add, it actually worked out. We managed to pull this off. We did not miss any trains by some miracle. And somehow, we made it to Legoland Germany. Despite having to journey through these mistlands and get through the most suspicious areas to make it there, we did it all in one night. We're here at Hamburg with Rob. I cannot believe I'm back. It's literally been a year. Rob, your first time in Hamburg?
Second.
Second time, okay, yeah. Okay. All right, let's go. What's your reaction to where we are right now?
Sus, where are we? Why is it so foggy?
We're like in Shrek Swamp.
Like you can't even see. What is
Yo, this kind of aesthetic, Legoland like this, yo. We're actually really close too.
No.
But after traversing through the endless mistlands, our destination had finally arrived. We had made it to Günzburg, aka Legoland, Germany. We also had arrived about 2 hours before the park was set to open, but unfortunately that was literally the only time we could have gone. There were no other trains from Vejle outside of Denmark, so we basically just had to take the one train that was available, which was again the 6:24 p.m. train, and make our way over to Germany. And so thankfully we did have some time to kill, where we were able to find a nice little coffee shop selling occupied souls. Yeah, don't ask me what that was about. And also get some LEGO magazines, which were really nice because I love getting these European exclusive LEGO magazines. I think I found a way to ship them directly to my house now, so I don't need to actually get them when I'm in Europe, which is a big relief because they take up a lot of weight and luggage space. But I was able to get a lot of the ones I wanted to pick up, as well as a ton of Ninjago trading cards. Personally, I love playing the Ninjago trading card game. It is actually a legitimately very fun and balanced game of skill, as we've covered many times on the DuckBricks channel, so of course I had to stock up on some of the newest LEGO Ninjago trading cards for the game itself. But soon enough, it became time to go to Legoland Germany itself. Now, I actually have already put out a video going around the insane pick-a-brick at Legoland Germany, which to be honest was kind of the reason as to why we went, was specifically to go for the pick-a-brick. But you can check that video out, linked in the description below, and the rest of this video is going to cover our experience in Legoland Germany, which thankfully was not quite as cursed as Legoland Billund. Yo, oh my god. Robert, over here. Rob. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Where are they at? Rob, your first time in Legoland for a while.
For a long while. The last time I came was when I was a baby.
Do you remember how old you were when you last came?
Under 8.
Under 8, okay, so this is gonna be wild. We are going to what may be the best Legoland in the world, which is Legoland Deutschland in Germany here.
Deutschland.
Oh yes, let's go. Of course, after raiding the Legoland factory and setting our bags down, the first ride we went on had to be the Bionicle ride. Yes, this is one of like 2 Legolands in the world that still has a Bionicle themed ride, probably because they don't know what else to theme it to. All right, so we are going to one of the last Bionicle rides in the world. This is, what is this called? Bionicle Power Builder. You can see the G2 Mask of Creation directly behind me. Rob, any expectations for this ride?
Well, you said that you can program the movement yourself, which makes me think, is it legal?
Not in the United States.
So I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what happens.
All right, Rob, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. The ride looks like that, by the way. All right, let's see. What does a Bionicle queue look like? All right, we got some Metro Nui seats.
It was completely empty.
Yo, let the Bionicles cook. This is clearly the most popular ride here. All right, Toa Waniwa, nice. Oh, there's like nothing here. Oh, yo, okay. We got the Bionicle logo spinning around. Nice. Yo, what's... We got some G2 artwork on the back. Okay, G2, nice. Oh, gigantic Toa Waniwa. Yo. Look at that. Okay, all right, I'm excited. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this ride gave me brain damage. It basically just puts you on a robotic arm and yeets you around at the speed of light, but it is amazing and definitely the best ride in the park. Go check it out. Go ride it. All right, Death by Bionicle. as you can see, obviously, Rob was terrified, while I also obviously took it like a champ. I was not scared at all on that ride, no siree. I was totally fine exiting the ride, 100%. But actually, I genuinely would recommend it. It is a really fun time. Maybe not at the most extreme difficulty, but it is a legitimately good ride. Unfortunately, I was disappointed to see that the photo after the ride did not in fact feature Bionicle, but sadly featured a LEGO City construction worker. What's up with that? Put a Kimu on there at least. But after a quick bit of Shang-Chi cosplaying, as well as checking out the LEGO Warehouse store, which was also a really good place to get deals and sales, we had to stop to eat lunch, and we actually did go to the aforementioned Asia Chicken House, which you saw earlier in the video. The food was legitimately pretty good as well. But after we enjoyed our skewers, a major mistake was made. You see, we only had a day in Germany, and Robert was determined to try a schnitzel. I tried to tell him that the schnitzels at Legoland Germany probably are not going to be authentic German schnitzels, but you see, he did not listen. So what Robert does is we walk up to the Schnitzel Depot, and there's like a pretty long line outside of it, but he's like, nah, don't worry, it will move. As it turns out, it did not. Wanna guess how many minutes we spent in the Schnitzel Depot line? Oh, you'd be wrong, because we didn't spend minutes. We spent 1 hour in the line. There were literally, and don't believe me, I counted, there were literally 9 people ahead of us. But the way they did it is only one person seemed to be working the booth. So he would take an order, go back, cook the one schnitzel, bring it out, and then take the next order, go back, cook that schnitzel, and then bring it out. Guess what happens when somebody orders more than one? That is right, he cooks them one at a time. And so, we spent an entire hour waiting in the Schnitzel Depot line, upon which we realized we only had an hour and a half left in the entire park before we actually had to turn around and go home. Because we had stuff happening at 7:30 a.m. the next day. It was a whole LEGO factory tour which we could not miss in Billund. And so we basically had to be back in Billund by like 6 a.m. to shower and get ready for the next day ahead. So, we had an hour and a half left, and what did we do? Well, we headed over to the Land of the Pharaohs. We skipped the Adventures ride because we had already gonna be doing it in Legoland Billund, and we did want to, however, go on the main flagship ride for all of Legoland Germany, which is the Legoland Mythica roller coaster. What is LEGO Mythica? Well, LEGO Mythica exists because, well, if you recall earlier in the video, I mentioned that LEGO has lost the rights to the LEGO movies. They no longer have a deal with Warner Brothers, and instead the rights to all LEGO movies now reside with Universal. Because of that, LEGO can no longer put out merchandise or make theme park rides off of the LEGO movie itself. Unfortunately, they already were planning LEGO movie expansions around all the Legoland parks in the world when this happened, and while the one in Legoland Billund, which was one of the first, got completed, they had to quickly pivot for the other theme parks like Legoland Windsor and Legoland Germany, and basically come up with something new. And that something new was LEGO Mythica. It basically takes the rides they had planned for LEGO Movie World and transformed it into an original theme of its own, which now actually does have one Legoland exclusive set featuring the Sky Lion Maximus. Now, LEGO Mythica is basically a world where animals are combined with other animals, creating these hybrids, and the entire story behind the world of Mythica is you go through this portal and you're transported into this magical land, where these different animals are on display. One of my favorite things to see were some of the actual LEGO models of the animals themselves. They kind of reminded me of some of the early LEGO creator animals, and while this isn't ever going to be an official LEGO theme because, of course, they just kind of had to create it to replace the LEGO movie world and repurpose some of the ride mechanisms, it was still really cool seeing all of these different creatures on display in the line queue, and we had a lot of time to look at them because unfortunately the ride broke down and we spent yet another hour inside this particular queue. Alright, Rob, how long have we waited for this ride?
Solid 30, 40 minutes?
No, it's been like an hour, my guy. My guy, we've waited like an hour for this. It was 45 coming in, then it broke down for like
Absolutely.
30 minutes.
Absolutely. With no battery on our phones.
Yeah, my phone's at
on our
like...
hearts.
I'm wasting precious battery to film content right now. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Are you excited for the ride?
I am super excited. Yeah.
I
It's a roller coaster. I love roller coasters.
I want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep.
Take you to sleep.
Lego
Euthanasia.
Dreams coaster. Well, that ride sure did wake me up. This is legitimately the best ride in any Legoland park. It changed my mind. It goes upside down. It is a crazy roller coaster. I'm honestly surprised they actually made such an extreme roller coaster in Legoland. Highly, highly recommend. Please bring this to Legoland in the US because that was legitimately amazing. I would have ridden it again if we didn't have to quickly get going after that, and so we said our farewells to Legoland and quickly rushed out to be able to catch our train. But as it turned out, before we had to rush out, I realized we had like 15 minutes left, and of course, that meant one last ride. After very quickly traversing through Miniland just to be able to take in all of the different sites, we got a chance to ride the Aqua Zone themed ride, themed of course around the Aqua Zone, Aqua Raiders, and Aqua Sharks line from all the way back in the early 90s, which was really cool to see those large-scale sculptures of the original classic diver minifigures, and this is another legitimately really fun ride. They have it at pretty much every Legoland in the world. If you've been to a Legoland, chances are you've gotten a chance to ride this one, but this was a good time. It actually is really fun to be able to swing outwards and kind of feel the breeze, and it was a really hot day too, so it was absolutely perfect for a ride like this. I wish we had more time to stay in the park and to explore the other stuff like the submarine ride, which actually was a functioning submarine here, as well as be able to tour the shop, but we had to get going because our train was about to leave. And we did not have a lot of time before we had to catch our train out of Legoland to be able to make it to our next destinations in Billund, because of course we had a factory tour the next day. We also had a chance to shop at the LEGO employee shop, which is 50% off, and you bet we were not going to miss that. And I think I actually put out a video on that already, but we definitely did not want to miss that for sure, so we had to skedaddle out of the park. And then began the crazy journey back. Now you're probably wondering, well, if you were able to stick to the schedule so well going there, surely going back would have been no problem. And to that, I say yes. Going back would have been no problem if we stuck to the schedule. You see, I don't have a lot of footage from this because we were kind of panicking when it was happening. Like, we were panicking so much I didn't even take out my phone to film for the channel. But what happened is that I got a little hungry. And you see, I wanted a legitimate German schnitzel and not a Legoland one. So what I do is that we have 10 minutes at one stop, and I'm like, alright, 10 minutes? I can find a schnitzel restaurant. I go out, I walk outside of the train station, I come to the schnitzel place, the train pulls up, and I am still there ordering my food. I basically have to beg them to make my schnitzel as fast as possible, or else I was gonna miss my train, and somehow, by the hair of my chinny chin chin, I managed to get my schnitzel, sprint back, I am fully sweating, it is a hot day, but I get that schnitzel and I make it back onto the train just as it was about to depart. Yes, we did stick to the schedule. It may have been a little bit higher stress than some other experiences on the trip, but we did actually manage to make it all the way back to Billund and in time for all of our activities the next day. And with that, we have summed up Fear and Loathing in Legoland Billund and I guess Legoland Deutschland as well. What a crazy experience. I don't think I was fully prepared for the insanity of the pirate ride of Legoland Billund and just everything else that happened over this crazy trip. But I hope you enjoyed experiencing this with us, and well, I at least am going to be going back this September, so maybe there will be a part 2 of this video also starring Jonathan, aka Mini Superheroes Today, because I'm traveling around with him in Europe this year, so stay tuned for some crazy adventures to come. Alright, and with that we have summed up our look at Legoland Billund and Legoland Deutschland, two really fun Legoland park destinations across Europe. Let me know down in the comments below if you have been to either of these two locations, and what is your favorite Legoland in the world? I grew up on the one in California, and to an extent the one in Florida as well, but I've actually been to every single Legoland in the world across Asia, Europe, all around, and I will say that these two are probably some of the best ones because they are some of the OGs. I hope you enjoyed this tour. Thank you so much for tuning into DuckBricks. Be sure to like and subscribe for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming your way very soon, and bye for now.